Hey everybody, welcome back to Is It Kino, your favorite Beavis and Butt-Head review podcast. I'm your host, Mike Judge, joined as always by Beavis and Butt-Head. Yep.
Boy, oy, oy, oy.
Boy, oy, oy, oy,
What the fuck was that?
That was a boy, oy, oy, oing.
Boy,
Hey guys, we have Florian and E-Rich are here to review the new film on Paramount Plus. That's right, Beavis and Butt-Head are back for a brand new adventure. They do the universe, and I have to admit, this is the first piece of Beavis and Butt-Head media I've ever watched. I have not seen the TV show. I have not seen the other movie. I had a bad first impression because my dad got me the Super Nintendo game, which was very difficult. So I always had a little bit of hatred for these two. But I've got to say, now that I've actually watched a piece of their media, where have they been all my life? That is my question. This was delightful and hilarious. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you'll have that same problem now because there's just so little of them. There's
Really?
like one movie and then there's the show, which is like really short, and like the actual show has like music videos in the middle. So
yeah, they comment on music videos most of the time.
Yeah, I knew that
Yeah.
about them, and I assumed that's what the whole thing was. And I'm not really into reaction videos. I don't watch them in the modern day. But if the rest of the narrative of the show is as clever and funny as this movie, I'll probably try to watch that.
Well, you should definitely start with the other movie. I think that's probably almost the best. Well, I mean, it's probably the same as this one, but I don't think the show gets as good. What do you think, E-Rich?
I think the show is definitely like half the music video stuff, half like an actual narrative some of the time. The real like kicker here is Mike Judge. Like Mike Judge just has such a like intrinsically interesting view on things. So even if it's just two teenagers fucking making dumb jokes at each other, he still finds a good way to seed it all in. So
Yeah, and if you don't know, Mike Judge also did King of the Hill, which it's one of my favorite shows of all time, and he does the voice of Hank, and he also does the voices of both Beavis and Butt-Head. So
Hank Hill actually originated from Beavis and Butt-Head.
He was like an annoying neighbor or something, right?
Well, not that annoying. It's Beavis Butt-Head who's annoying.
Well, he's annoying to them. Like he doesn't want to put up with their bullshit.
Yeah, he sure doesn't, but he always ends up having to put up with it.
Yeah,
Beaver and Bunghole.
Yeah, and Mike Judge also made a movie called Idiocracy. So he has a real talent for finding like the most clever ways to evaluate the stupidest people.
Oh man, that was a great movie back in the day. I almost feel like watching that again at some point, you know?
So, Monkey, it's important to point out, to me at least, that the movie you saw definitely had more, like, modern social commentary stuff in it, but, like, the jokes in this movie are basically the jokes in every Beavis and Butt-Head thing. Like,
so let's see if I can list off the checklist. So Beavis and Butt-Head, they want to get laid.
Yes.
Okay.
They want to score.
And everything that happens to them, they will interpret through their own idiotic filter that they're actually talking about getting laid, which is where most of the comedy of the movie comes from. They are chosen to go up into space to do like a NASA mission, but they're interpreting everything as a double meaning of they're gonna go up there to fuck this lady, and every single line of dialogue is like just the perfect double entendre for both circumstances to be, plausible, and that's where the clever writing comes in.
Yeah, I don't think they ever like run with that one for so long. I mean, yeah, I guess in the other movie as well, but oh my god, this one is like a whole new level when it comes to them just misunderstanding the situation all along. It's just amazing how everyone just plays along. Like that woman that they go to space with, like, how does she not catch on? That's so amazing. Like she goes the entire time without seeing it. Like most of the the characters usually get what Beavis and Butt-Head want, but this was just so oblivious and just goes ahead.
Most of the time, the characters like completely misinterpret what Beavis and Butt-Head can do, and they just kind of let them like do whatever the fuck they want for the most part. And it's hilarious. Hilarious results.
I love how these two characters are next level stupid, like maybe the dumbest characters that have ever existed. There's a little subplot where there's a multiverse of Beavis and Butt-Heads, and the two smartest versions of them keep showing up to try to help our heroes to save the universe by going to some portal that they're placing. And like these two super intelligent versions of them keep appearing before them and like explaining the plot and what they need to do, and then once they disappear, Beavis and Butt-Head just completely disregard everything they were told. They didn't understand a single word. They weren't paying attention, and I love it every time that happens.
Yeah, and like smart Beavis and Butt-Head might be smart, like in comparison to our Beavis and Butt-Head, but they're still fucking idiots anyway. Like they put the first portal on top of Mount Everest, which is not doable for basically anyone on this planet beyond like the couple hundred people who do climb Mount Everest. Like, it's so fucking stupid. And then they put it behind a fucking humanities classroom, and then they ignore that one too.
Yeah, I think the funniest joke for me was they're learning that there's an infinite number of Beavis and Butt-Heads, but not a single one from any universe has ever gotten laid.
I'm really gonna defend smart Beavis and Butt-Head. Okay, I feel like they're like on a whole new level for like most people on Earth. Okay, I think they're just like spacey. That's why they don't get like the Earth stuff. But that sadly doesn't make very much sense writing wise, because in the end they go to the dimension where everyone is Beavis and Butt-Head, and they fit in quite well. So they must have at first they act like, oh yes, your primitive language, but then in the end they go back to the Beavis and Butt-Head universe where they speak English anyways. Plot hole. But I feel like
speaking
of a decent plan.
Speaking of plot holes, there's a black hole that is literally a hole for the plot because it propels Beavis and Butt-Head from 1998 to the modern day, which, as Erich was bringing up, gives them the opportunity to have some modern day commentary. Beavis and Butt-Head, they get an iPhone, they go to a college, and they walk in on a gender studies class. And Mike Judge is one of the few people in the industry who has more of a conservative lean. You definitely get that impression with all the wacky liberals that show up on King of the Hill, that Hank, he needs to kick their ass all the time. Erich, as a gender studies major, how did you feel about the commentary in this movie? Because I thought it was very funny.
Oh, I thought it was fucking hilarious, because it's like, it's always pointed at everyone involved. So like the gender studies group there are kind of being dumb for like not understanding that these dumb kids don't understand anything that they're saying to them.
And there's always like the white guys in the gender studies who are clearly not getting the message. Yeah, they just want to get laid, I assume.
Yes. Like it's just pitch perfect. It's just completely aimed where it needs to be. Like they are explaining the concept of white privilege to Beavis and Butt-Head, and instead of being like, oh, white privilege is this passive thing that just happens, they're kind of like, oh, well, we can do whatever we want. Literally.
Yeah, this is something that I should be taking advantage of, which I think, like, that's beyond even satire. That is just true. If we keep preaching this bullshit to our children, why would they not take advantage of it and be like, oh, wait, I have white privilege? Okay, fuck this shit. I'm the king of the world, evidently. I'm gonna act like it. I think Beavis and Butt-Head really reflected how I feel on the inside.
Wow, you just perfectly like align with Beavis and Butt-Head. That's amazing.
Hey, if you keep telling me that the cops will not interfere when I commit crimes, then fuck it, I'm gonna go fucking commit every crime known to man.
Yeah, that's clearly like,
it worked out for them.
Yeah,
they only got arrested once.
Yeah, only that one time, but they've been doing that. Yeah,
it's like they're arrested and they're taken to jail, and I'm trying to think here. I remember the Cornholio bit, but like. The warden somehow decides that he likes them a lot.
So there's a running gag with characters having watched a show called Touched by an Angel, and it inspires them to take pity and to be kind to Beavis and Butt-Head, which I've never seen that show. Have you seen it?
No idea what it is.
Sounds like the best thing ever. Damn. What a shame that we don't get to
touched.
Oh.
I mean, what else is there to say? We might have chosen a bad subject for a podcast because it's just like a funny movie about two dumb idiots. Do you guys have any further evaluation we should really dive into?
I just think the movie's really entertaining because everyone they run into kind of has their own shit that's going on in their lives. Like when they come back and see the governor or whatever woman who was an astronaut before, but now 20 years later, so she's a governor. She fucking hates their guts and wants to kill them because she thinks that they should have died up there in space, and she's trying to cover that up. And then the assistant she has is vying for her job as governor. So it's both everyone else's blindness to what Beavis and Butt-Head are, but also they're incredibly self-interested and trying to figure out their best way to get power or whatever. There's just several little moments in the movie where it's even though it's funny, even though it's a comedy, even though a lot of these characters are just simple, easy to get through problems for Beavis and Butt-Head, there is a small twinge of oh, that is how people are. I think the woman who is in their home when they go back to their home, she mentions that Beavis's dad died of syphilis or something.
They're telling the story of after they went missing, his mom kind of had a manic depressive episode, but every time she's giving details, Beavis and Butt-Head are playing with the garbage disposal and can't hear what she's saying.
So apparently the detail where he got syphilis, that was actually a thing that they knew, but then in the gender class they found out that their father is rich because that's how they got into college, so they just believe that.
Yeah, the gender studies professor is just making assumptions about them.
Yeah, who knows if they even know anything? Maybe someone just told them your father probably died of syphilis, and they just.
Well, I was assuming that was deep lore from the television show that.
I don't know that it is. I haven't seen a lot of the TV show, but I don't know that is actual deep lore. That might be a completely new thing.
I don't think so because any time that something like that would come up, I'm pretty sure they would just brush it off like they did here, where they just play the TV over it so that you don't get to find out what happened, because the characters don't care either. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, Beavis and Butt-Head are completely oblivious to what's.
If it's not about getting laid, they really don't are eating nachos. Those are their two passions in life.
Nachos or explosions. Fire,
or TV.
Fire.
Yeah, fire's cool.
The America movie was all about the TV gets stolen, and then they just go all over America trying to get a new TV.
I wish I would have watched that so we could review both of them.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
That would have been a good idea.
Yeah.
Monkey, did you know about the controversy around the show when it was first airing?
No, what was it?
A little girl or boy, I can't really remember, set a fire and died because and the parents sued.
Wow, Florian just breaks out laughing.
Yeah, Florian thinks that's incredibly funny.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you think it's funny in the show, but not in real life. Jeez.
Tried to sue the show, saying that she got the idea from Beavis and Butt-Head when Beavis lights a fire and goes, fire, fire, fire. And so, it became a very hot button show.
Quite literally hot.
They went out... I think they went out of their way afterwards to not have Beavis light fires and stuff, but he would say things like fire, so if somebody was lying, he'd be like, liar, liar!
Oh. Well, they certainly set a lot of fires in this episode.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely were clear of that, and nobody cares about that specific thing anymore, but it's just funny how, Beavis and Butt-Head was held up as, one of the worst, most destructive shows that a child could see.
Well, my question is, there's rumors that King of the Hill is having a full revival soon, and I'm wondering, with the way this movie ends, Beavis and Butt-Head are now living in the modern day. Are we getting a revival of this as well? Is Mike Judge going to juggle that many balls?
Seems kind of likely.
Do we know for sure King of the Hill is coming back, or is it just kind of rumored?
I've seen a lot of people talking about it, so I think it might be true.
It's very possible.
I think the thing is that Mike Judge actually kind of hates Beavis and Butt-Head, so I think you're more likely to get more of the King of the Hill.
Well, why did he make this movie?
I mean, because he had a contract, I think. I think he was supposed to make like 2 more seasons, but he talked him down to... No, he talked him down, so you only had to make a movie instead.
And I think they waited 15 years for him to make it? Or 20-some years?
I mean, the contract probably said he had to do it in a certain time, so...
No, I think he's still making the seasons, too. I think, like, they probably paid him tons of money, but I think he also wants to do it.
So they are making more of this show, then?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I mean,
they're gonna, like, watch TikTok and...
no. I don't want them watching anything. No fucking reaction videos. Just give me more of them being stupid.
Yeah, just them watching the phone of the people that are behind the phone, and they think it's a TV show.
You can watch the version of the show that's not the reaction stuff, I'm sure.
Good.
I really like Cornholio. I don't understand how a lot of that functions in these shows, where he's not just clearly a idiot kid who took too much sugar or drugs or whatever and starts going into Cornholio, but whenever he starts doing Cornholio, people listen. Like, his main demand is TP for my bunghole, and they think that the prisoners are going to go on strike, and then I guess they get the TP.
Yeah, because they really connect to this plight of not enough TP, because in American prisons you just never have enough of the things that you need, right? So
yeah.
One day you'll find out really firsthand, Florian.
Because I'll be in America.
You'll get extradited for your war crimes.
Yeah, wow. They'll never take me alive.
Is Austria an extradition country?
Yeah, obviously, but I'd have to commit a crime in America, so it's not happening.
I mean, you're doing it on American airwaves with every episode of this show. Your opinions are war crimes for some.
Yeah. I have consulted my lawyers, and this is all fully legal, okay?
Florian's crimes against good taste every fucking week.
Yeah, make sure to stay on the side of the law, okay?
I think we might have to just count our losses here and admit this will be the shortest episode of Visit Kino, which is fine by me, because I just want everybody to know I finally watched some Beavis and Butt-Head, and I really liked it, and now I'm going to go watch the Do America movie.
That's why it has to be short, because you want to see it right now.
That's right. I cannot wait 1 second longer.
I just want to mention real quick, I don't understand, inherently why I love these guys so much. It's just hilarious. I look at just a picture of Butthead and I just start laughing. The, animated design of him, he's got, a crazy underbite where you can see, the top of his fucking gums and his teeth. And it's the dumbest jokes that they're making most of the time. But I guess the shit they end up doing is funny enough and has enough, commentary behind it that it's super entertaining. It's fucking good. I think
their stupidity creates a unique situation where the two characters are not maliciously evil at all, but all of their actions kind of are. So just through their own ineptitude, they're doing horrible things to people and ruining their lives, and they don't even know that it's happening.
Yeah, they're not even aware. They just move on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's they're like a tornado that's just going through a small town and destroying everybody.
They pretty much know what they're doing. Come on, man.
I don't think they do.
I mean, when Beavis and Butthead look into a telescope and burn their eyes or whatever, they just have no idea.
They're up on the spaceship, and they want to look out through the telescope, and they say, "Hey, aiming at the sun," and then he burns his eyeball, and then he says, "Wait, use your other eyes," and they burn all of their fucking eyes staring at the sun with a Hubble telescope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's they're not being malicious. They're just really stupid. They accidentally destroy everything.
I really loved all that, but damn, I really would have wanted for them to have this one success of they were really good at something for once. It never happens, okay? They could have docked the spaceship. They would have done it.
But they were blind because they looked at the sun.
I feel like they would have been able to do it blind, okay? I think it should have happened, okay?
Well, I think they're so relatable because in 8th grade, me and my friends would have competitions during school of who could stare at the sun the longest. So, I really related to Beavis and Butt-Head in this movie.
Wow, incredible.
How much eyesight did you lose?
None at all. It's called having superior genes, Florian. You wouldn't know about that.
Yeah, you didn't look directly at it.
I did. I literally did.
No way.
Still to this day, do not have glasses. I believe both of you do.
You don't get glasses from looking at the sun.
Some people should.
I mean, you get it before you look at the sun. They're called sunglasses.
Shut the fuck up.
Remember when the eclipse was happening a couple years ago? Trump looked directly at the...
Oh, even I did. I looked at it.
And all those people were like, no, Mr. President, don't look.
It's not that bad. The sun, it might be the brightest thing in our galaxy, but really it's not that bad to stare at.
All right.
You know,
obviously we will end up looking at it occasionally, but like if you look at it at the same point in your view for too long, that would definitely like burn you.
Oh yeah, no, we were trying to roast our eyes in 8th grade. We were very bored.
So were you looking at the very exact same point?
Yeah.
On this,
and you're not allowed to blink.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
That's insane.
Hey, we were 14. What do you expect?
You probably had like the best eyesight ever, and now
I still do. I still do. 20/20 vision my whole life. Stay jealous.
Holy shit.
That's why I look down on people with glasses so much, because they could choose to have contacts and they don't, and I'm just superior in every way.
I don't want to stick shit in my eye, okay?
The contacts are horrible. What are you talking about?
I don't want to see your fucking glasses all the time. Just shove some shit in there.
Wow.
Yeah, you put something in your eye.
I don't need to, because I have superior eyesight.
The glasses are fine.
I'm perfect.
Wow.
Stay coping and seething. Go dilate your eyeballs.
Yeah, well, why don't you stare at some more?
I will. You know what? I will, and I'll be just fine after. I'm gonna do it right now.
You should make a video. No, not right now. You're gonna make a video of it.
Staring at the sun.
Maybe you could even invite Eggy, and then you could both stare at the sun.
I'm gonna get telescopes so that it really magnifies the whole experience.
Yeah, man. I got a telescope, and it says, "Do not observe the sun directly." No, you can't do it.
Okay, well, I've named one moment of my life where I made the same mistake as Beavis and Butt-Head. What are some moments from the movie that you two could relate to?
Wait, from the movie?
I mean, that's all I would know.
Yeah,
well, Well, I definitely related to the story about the girl that was setting fires, because I was definitely young and I was like, fire! And I probably even saw Beavis and Butt-Head already, so wow.
Oh, wow, it happens again.
You were a little arsonist as a child.
Yeah, I set like a big piece of like a meadow on fire at some point.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't have anything directly like the movie, but I do have a dumbass moment that I did where a couple years ago I was in Germany, and I'm a dumb asshole who likes to take things apart, so I had a bottle cap that I was like slicing with a butter knife and just trying to like get the little tab thing off. I sliced right through the thing and then cut into the like knuckle of my thumb. And I went to a German hospital and got seen pretty quickly. And
wait, with a butter knife, you sliced yourself
with a butter
open?
Knife. Yeah,
the fuck?
Yeah. I had enough force behind it that it, like, I guess, just was enough to slice it.
Erich legit has retard strength and doesn't even know it.
Yeah,
you're just so fat that you're literally made of butter. That's why the knife
it sliced through me like butter. Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
So we've all had our own Beavis and Butt-Head moments where none of us can be, any more judged than another.
Yeah. Any more judged than Mike Judge himself.
That's right. He does judge humanity a lot in his stuff. He has a good name.
Now, one day we'll all score, Or at least
you got to at least be realistic, Florian.
Yeah. No, not even one step.
We're all on an eternal quest to score.
They give him medals at the end. And, like, is it Beavis who scored?
Yeah, it was Smart Beavis.
They give Smart Beavis, he scored. They give Smart Butt-Head, he watched.
From he's hiding in his suitcase at the foot of the bed and he was watching. Well, do we have any final thoughts on this fine film that I gave a 4-star review on Letterboxd?
I have like a question. There was this one moment where Beavis stuck his hand down the garbage disposal and he got really, really chopped up. But then the next moment he was healthy again. What's up with that?
That's called cartoon.
No, they had like an episode where he cut off his finger previously, and it took them like the whole episode to reattach the finger. So,
well, I thought it was funny that his fingers got all mutilated and chopped up and bloody, and like within 1 second he's laughing about it. It warms your heart to see somebody so optimistic in the face of horrible mutilation.
Yeah, well, I guess he already did that at the start when he was where his groin was just obliterated by that machine.
Erich, would you say this movie is kino?
I would absolutely say it's kino. I think that Beavis and Butt-Head fill a void in my heart that I didn't know was there. I've missed them dearly, didn't realize I did till I was watching this movie. And I hope that we get to see a TV show from them, of them just running around modern day America. And
there's a lot more modern commentary Mike Judge could make. And so I'm glad he's bringing back King of the Hill if he is. And Beavis and Butt-Head, we need their opinions on what's been going on as well. What if Beavis and Butt-Head were there on January 6th completely by accident? Maybe they incited the whole thing and didn't even know it.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, Beavis was actually Trump all along. That's how that all happened.
Florian, when can we expect to see your Letterboxd review of this film?
I mean, probably pretty soon. I probably should do it while it's fresh.
Well, I saw you gave Beavis and Butt-Head Do America a perfect 5-star score. Is this movie going to also get 5?
I mean, I guess it'll have to, yeah. It's pretty much...
Which do you prefer, Florian?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think I might prefer the America one because it's more coherent. And this one is slightly more, like, outlandish. I like how in They Do America, they actually, like, go from place to place, and they actually, like, use transportation instead of getting teleported or whatever. But I guess they had that scene where they had the fight. That was pretty cool. I don't think they ever had that before, so... Yeah, no, I guess they're about the same, exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly 5 stars.
I'm going to disregard you saying that and say that you like the first one more, because that's what you first said, so.
Wow, I don't even get to make my own opinion. Well, which one do you like most?
I like this one, the new one, the best.
Oh, shit.
I think the smart Beavis and smart Butt-Head are hilarious.
Well, I'm going to have to be the tiebreaker vote after I go watch this movie. So sometime in the future, on some random episode of Is It Kino, I will reveal which of the 2 Beavis and Butt-Head movies is truly superior.
Wow. Incredible.
Well, it's probably going to be the other one because it has, like, anal searches. So that's probably going to...
Anal searches? I don't remember that at all. Fuck.
Wow, you don't remember it. That was the hugest plot point ever. There's, like, these FBI guys following them because they think that they're literally terrorists. And then, like, everyone that Beavis and Butt-Head meet get anal searched because these FBI guys are so thorough.
I thought you were saying... I thought he was saying anal surges, not anal searches. I was like, what the fuck is an anal surge? It sounds like what I did this morning.
Oh.
Wow.
Anyway. Everybody, even if you've never seen Beavis and Butt-Head, you might love this movie because that's the camp I'm in right now. And go check it out. Go ahead and pirate it. I don't give a fuck about Paramount Plus making money. It's just a good movie. 4 is a kino. Oh, go ahead. I'm trying to wrap it up. But you know what, Florian? Ballfrog is more important. Go ahead.
Well, apparently they're making the new season in 2014. 2024.
Oh, that is actually confirmed?
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't, like, fully confirmed, but I saw that year come up, so I guess that's probably when it'll happen.
Okay, yeah, well, I'll be waiting patiently.
But also, do buy Ballfrog. It's currently 30% off on Steam. It's a very hard game. Please play it if you can play hard games.
Wow.
By the time this comes out, is it still going to be on sale?
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks, I think.
Well,
oh, wow.
We've got quite a few episodes already in the bank, so who knows when this will come out.
Is it the Steam Summer Sale already?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I bought like 10 games.
And you're not going to play a single one?
No, I'll actually play them so I can make sure that they're not terrible. I'm gonna stream me playing them.
Well, go tune into that. E-Rich, what do you want to plug?
My Twitter, you can follow me at TZARREVAN. Come talk about Beavis and Butt-Head.
That's right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.